Here are people from several countries who see rules and discipline as strict enforcement, while some see them as essential tools. In this episode, I will look at 10 countries with good governance and practice. Tough law enforcement. Welcome to ZAD-M Facts. In this video, we are going to look at countries from different parts of the world, and they are linked by their religious traditions or just by their cultural traditions, maybe a combination of both. Number 10. Singapore. Singapore is small, but the government is determined to enforce laws and policies. Any wrongdoing can result in a person being punished, like spitting in a public area. For example, you can be fined for this behavior. If you smoke in a public area, you can get in trouble with the law. Even wearing inappropriate clothing in public can lead to jail time. But Singapore's strict adherence to the rules has resulted in a world-class economy, with a standard of living superior to many other countries. Number 9. We have Japan. It is believed that for many years feudalism existed in Japan, still its influence on the structure and operation of modern government. The hierarchy of power can be found in most every structure in the country, including at home, of course, in the office. The school and workplace systems you name are all there. So everyone respects the person above them. Every company in this country abides by strict laws in which all employees from the CEO to the janitor must do a great job. Number 8. China. In the context of territorial disputes with its neighbors, China has shown a very positive image by being open to other countries. However, one must remember that China is still a communist country. For any individual or agency that generates anti-government propaganda, as they are silenced pretty much immediately. The country's youth are also not drawn to and influenced by Western culture, and Western thought and media are also controlled. Internet access has some limitations in sites like Google and social media platforms like Facebook. Censored and suppressed. No one is allowed to talk about rebellion or change or reform or anything like that in China from there. Number 7. Cuba. The birthplace of Cuban cigars and the late Fidel Castro, is primarily considered a world-class resort destination. But behind the beaches and Latin music and all of that, Cuba is still a communist country, and those who speak out against the government face dire consequences. The internet is regularly filtered, and those who write articles against the government almost certainly risk going to jail if caught. It's a great spot for vacationing. However, playing certain types of music, reggaeton music, it can be prohibited from there. Number 6. Equatorial Guinea. In the country, learning to read and write is discouraged according to many reports, but the rate of domestic tourism is also very low due to a number of factors. President Teodoro Obiang Basogo, he is the country's leader and has been in power since 1979. Television and radio stations are under government control, as are foreigners who are allowed to enter Equatorial Guinea. It is forbidden to film scenes and conditions depicting any kind of poverty. Number 5. Take us to Saudi Arabia. This country is of course deeply rooted by its laws, and these laws are based on the religion and traditions of the country. Social laws can be very strict, especially for non-essential visitors. Must know the rules of the ground and the culture there. You should refrain from holding hands, and any form of public display of affection, as well as alcohol, is prohibited, and during the fasting month of Ramadan, you must not leave water or food in public during this time, or even visible in your car. Otherwise, you may be fined. Media including books, newspapers, magazines, television and movies, and online content is also censored by officials. Saudi government. The Saudi government closely monitors the media and restricts it according to official state law. Number 4. Eritrea. The country is located above the Horn of Africa and is ruled by President Isaias Afwerki, who came to power in 1993. The government now has full control of the media and news, as well as control news writers. Presidential approval and religion in the country are also controlled. Since 2004, Eritrea was designated a CPC, and that means it gets special attention under the International Religious Freedom Act 1998, Section 402B, for particularly serious violations of religion's freedom. Number 3. We have Syria. Violence in Syria has increased over the years due to increasing clashes between the government and rebel forces, and the Syrian regime has resorted to a nationwide loss of communication to contain the protests. Anti-government and mobile and landline communications, as well as internet access, is restricted, and foreign press reporters are restricted, and the media is heavily monitored tight. Syrian journalists who oppose the government can actually be targeted from there. Number 2. Iran. The government of the country is based on religion, and Sharia law. Actions and propaganda against the government are illegal in Iran. Logging in to social media sites like Facebook and various Google platforms, YouTube, etc. is something you should do with caution. VPNs are not allowed in Iran, but people are known to use them to use Facebook and YouTube and other sites blocked in Iran. Even government should know about it, but hey, you still have to be pretty careful when using on these platforms. Women must wear headscarves and full face coverings in public and are prohibited from playing Western music in public. The country at the number 1. North Korea. Its most popular country receives tourists from all over the world, except tourists from South Korea, as well as the United States. From the day they enter until the day they actually leave, they make sure the tours don't violate any rules and regulations of the country. They really accompany you wherever you are. Exactly the right to have full control over everything, including the broadcaster. Because companies publishing news and television content are censored, and only the elite have access to the internet, and their online activities are closely monitored. Travel is also restricted within the country, and intimate relationships between unmarried couples are not allowed in North Korea. Women are not allowed to wear pants, and the communist regime in North Korea is said to have banned all but 15 of the non-socialist haircuts and has instead issued an order to tie hairstyles to suit them. Refers to certain hairstyles that are practiced in this country. If you don't want to miss any of our future videos, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Thanks for watching.